Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to another video, and today we are at Tissot, a brand that really has been on fire ever since the release of their PRX lineup. The brand has soared to new heights at the 1000 price point and below. There is really no argument at all. Tissot really is king, and there is no competition for the PRX. Today we will check out the newly released Tissot PRX 35mm with a Powermatic 80 movement. Previously the PRX lineup also had a 35mm case size, but it was fitted with a quartz movement, and after the major success of that one, people really demanded the Powermatic to be in the 35mm case. And today we will check out all four colors: the black, the green, the blue, but more importantly the mother of pearl white dial, as it is unique to the 35mm Powermatic 80. Let's see how it looks on the wrist. And I've got to say, the last time I tried on the 35mm, it looked a bit too small, but now I kinda like how it looks and fit on my wrist, and I think it might be even better than the 40mm version. You've really got to hand it to Tissot for how much success their PRX lineup has been. You think at some point they would run out of ideas, but they just keep surprising you with a new size or a new dial, and more importantly they listen to what their customers want, and they do it with such a great execution, and it just keeps you guessing what else is next for the PRX lineup. An interesting thing to take note is that the 35mm Powermatic 80 all cost the same as the 40mm variant. Only this white dial mother of pearl is a bit more costly, but just a bit. And to have a mother of pearl dial at this price point really is unheard of, and you can see the beautiful reflection on the dial. Also, another thing to take note of is all of the new 35mm PRX is readily available except for this one. This one has a bit of a waiting time of a few weeks. Staying with the 35mm PRX, this one is also a white dial, but this one has a quartz movement. And you can see the main distinction between the quartz and the Powermatic is the dial for the quartz version is more of a plain brushed one as compared to the waffle dial of the Powermatic. This particular PRX model has a cool little party trick that we'll try and see later on, but one thing I have to say is that the date window lacks a frame, so it looks like just a random cutout and looks unfinished, so I don't really like that part. So here we are trying to get the loom on the dial, but I don't think we were successful. I'll just post up a picture of it.
Yeah, a bit of teamwork.
Okay.
A bit.
Side by side comparison of the 35mm and 40mm PRX, and again both of these are priced the same, which I find interesting. Everything else about the watch is identical, only the size is the main difference, and sometimes brands do a similar color dial, maybe in a softer shade or a darker shade, just to have that little bit of differentiation. But I think with this one it's the same shade of blue. Here's the blue 35mm Powermatic 80 on my wrist. Let me know guys which one is your favorite color and which size you guys prefer. And I think if I keep trying this on, I will definitely eventually end up with one soon. If you guys are planning to buy a Tissot PRX or any Tissot for that matter, stay tuned till the end of the video, because Tissot and MBS is currently having a promotion, so I'll explain more on that in a little bit. Now I'm trying on the 40mm PRX Powermatic 80 with a rubber strap. One of the major contributing factors to the success of the PRX is the amount of money you spend at 1000 or below, and the versatility that you get with the PRX is really unmatched. And here you see how it looks on my 6.5-inch wrist, and really I think I can pull off 40mm or 35mm, but I think right now looking at it, 35mm will fit me better. Here's the leather strap that I mentioned earlier, and you can see the different amount of looks that you can pull off with just one watch and a few strap options that won't break the bank. and you can go classy and dressy with the leather, or you can go casual with the rubber, or if you like the seamless look of the integrated bracelet, you can just leave it on. So currently the promotion that Tissot is having right now is if you buy the Powermatic 80 PRX 40mm with the bracelet and you add on the leather strap, you get a discounted price of $1,020. On top of that, you also get a tool to change your straps. The straps are quick exchange straps and you really need no tools for it, but the tool that Tissot gives you really makes your life much easier. You don't need to dig your nails in and try and pick open the strap. And then if that is not enough, Marina Bay Sands is currently having a promotion until August, if I'm not wrong, that if you spend a total amount of $2,000 at Tissot, you get a further $150 cash back on top of the normal 3% that you get with Marina Bay Sands loyalty program. And this is not a paid promotion. I wish it was, but I'm just happy to share good deals for people that are potentially trying to get a new watch. So this would be a good time too. We are still not done yet. We still have a couple more watches to try on, and this one is the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 40mm in the popular glacier blue dial or the ice blue dial, and this one is another hot favorite by PRX lovers, and you can see why. Previously this one had a waiting time, but now it is readily available. The sky blue ice blue dial really sets you in a certain mood, and really nice piece. If you have a bigger wrist and you like something more substantial and you think that the standard PRX dial is a bit too plain, this one is definitely for you to consider. This one is the latest color variation of the PRX chronograph, 42mm with a white dial and dark blue sub dials. And I think this one is definitely the nicest color configuration in the PRX chronograph family. And here you can see on my wrist, maybe if I really wanted to, if I really like it that much, I can potentially pull it off, but I think you can tell right away that it's a bit too big, a bit too thick for my wrist. I think if you have a 7-inch wrist and above, you'll be able to pull off this watch. But a really nice watch nonetheless, and this one is a little bit more costly than the standard PRX. This is not the kind of watch for someone to get as their first entry to the luxury watch world, and that's also another reason why I think the standard PRX is so popular and has so much success, is that it is a watch that someone can buy as their first watch, and also someone can buy as their 10th watch, and both can enjoy it equally. And lastly, this is Tissot's latest release. This is the Tissot side roll, and I'll be honest, I don't know much about the watch as the design really is not for me, but I just had to show you because it's new. But one of the highlights of this release is that the case is made out of forged carbon, and it's cool that Tissot are offering this type of cool materials at this price point. But yeah guys, that's all for this video. If you like it, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care guys.